as you all know, we've been talking about doing some comparisons on the channel. I'm thinking tonight, maybe we get the turbo car out, which is Mike's car, against the 393 stroker in a Calypso. This is a stock block 351 Windsor stroked to a 393. It's got heads, solid roller cam, and an ASIS fuel injection system on it. This car has a little bit of a stumble that we can't seem to get out of it, so that's gonna be probably the deciding factor. It's got a stock T5 behind it. You may be thinking to yourself, why a stock T5? Well, we pulled the TKX out of this car whenever we found out the engine was bad, and we put it into the 65. So that's where our TKX is right now. So that means we don't need to be making first gear hits with this car, or not many of them at least. This thing's making a good bit of power. We don't know how much, but it's gonna be a quick car and it's gonna tear up that T5, I'm sure. Also, it's got a stock style clutch in it from AutoZone. Now over here, this car is a 306, 308, I can't remember exactly, with an on-3 turbo kit, F-cam, Holly heads, Edelbrock upper and lower intake, and it makes about 500 to the tires. I don't think the Calypso is making 500 to the tires, but here's the thing. If we can get the Calypso to leave and get rid of that stutter that it has, we might have a decent race on our hands, but we'll see. But I fully expect the Toxic Fox to outrun the Calypso just because, you know, I mean, it's a turbo car, it's making some steam. This is just an NA build. Super clean car though, by the way, guys, check it out. I think these are S550 seats that are in the car. They fit really good in here. So let's take a look under here. It's a fairly simple setup in the fact that, you know, it's not some crazy stroker. It doesn't have the biggest heads. Now he's got heads, as you all know. He was the winner of the trick flow heads that his son actually had on the channel. As a matter of fact, I think he's gonna run the Anderson cam that was in Michael's car in this. Now that's really gonna wake it up a couple more pounds of boost, maybe 2-3 more pounds of boost. This thing's gonna be rowdy. Let's go over here and look at the Calypso. It's a 393 stroker. It's got a set of, I can never freaking remember the heads. Not Pro Max. I can't remember. It's got a set of aluminum heads on it anyway. They're like a 210cc. They've been ported, polished. Decent compression, like 10.1, maybe 10.5 to 1 compression, roughly, nothing crazy. It's on 93 octane. Set of long tube headers, and guys, that's about it really. You know, solid roller cam. I think it's the Hurricane intake. It's the Professional Products intake. So very budget minded build right here on this car. If you guys wanted to make some power NA, this is a very good setup right here. I got my money on this one, but I will say this, you never know. So the thing that I like to share with you guys are different setups, different builds, because I think throughout the years, you know, we've all got accustomed to, you know, a turbo car is going to be the fastest. A turbo stroker is going to be faster than that, and that's not always the case. These little NA builds are still rowdy, especially with a little bit of compression, and you can still drive them on the street. Also, we've got all the stuff coming for this car, so it's going to definitely be in the mix at some point. We may still get it out there just to run it, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you, it's not going to be pretty. You know what? As a matter of fact, if for some reason this race doesn't happen tonight, maybe we can get this car out and maybe this car. He's gonna destroy that car. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you. But hey, it's worth a try though, right? All right, let's go ahead and start the Calypso up and let you guys hear this thing. Then we'll start up Mike's car. That thing sounds good, but it likes to idle high until it warms up. With that being said, let's go ahead and start up Mike's car with an F-cam. And this car is very deep, so I really like the way it sounds. You know, the F-cam is not a solid roller, but it still sounds really, really good. So, these long-legged ass. has Spintex on it. All right, we'll see what happens tonight. This will be a first gear roll. We were gonna dig race, but his clutch is not the best. So we're just gonna go from a first gear roll. I got a pretty good feeling that this car is gonna get outrun pretty bad. That car makes 500 to the tires. This car does not make 500 to the tires, and it's a lot heavier. So yeah, the 10 speed's gonna help some, but I think it'll be a close race, but I think he'll beat us by, I'm calling a car and a half is what I'm calling. But we'll see how it goes. Anyway, these cars do run really good for what they are. And I know everybody in the comment section like, oh, once again, you're racing a turbo car against a stock car. Actually, it has a tune in it now, so you can't say that. It's been tuned, transmission and engine. But yes, you're right. Like I said before, guys, that's what it takes to run with these cars. You know, you're gonna have a modified Foxbody. Anyway, with that being said, we'll meet up down here. We're gonna do a first gear roll. We'll see how it works out.
Just bring you back. The old days racing dad.
It feels good to be racing with your dad again, man. But yeah, I'm a little nervous. I'm excited. I don't know, it's crazy. It's just something about racing with him, you know. It's been so long. All right, let's get over here in drag mode. Turn off traction control. We're gonna go from 20. That's what we both agreed on. We both kind of tested. I just, man, don't think it's gonna outrun it, dude. Woo! You hear that?
That's not a wild.
Like a fucking whale coming out of the damn water.
I didn't know what that was.
I didn't either.
I ain't heard a turbo car in a while.
Yeah. That car he's got is no joke. It's just gonna come down to whether he spins or not. If this car outruns it, I got some crow to eat. I think we all do, really.
Somebody told me you were looking for some new, fresh gear, whether it be F100, Foxbody, S550, we've got you covered. We've got all the cool designs, the bright colors, the vintage stuff, patina, doesn't matter. Head over to Etsy and check out the Drag Swag. It's a great way to support the channel.
All right.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. Me and Michael hit the Coyote in drag mode from first gear, and I felt tough. Now I ain't gonna lie to you. I felt kind of confident that we were gonna have a close race, but it didn't work out that way. You outrun me further than I thought you would. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't expect that. I figured it'd be about a length and a half. That's what I said. But dude, that thing gets gone. We need about 2-3 more pounds of boost.
I saw 14.
Okay.
It was on
All right,
14.
all right. 14 is good. That explains it.
When I pulled in there, because the Holly has that high point stop max deal, and the red tick was on 14.
Oh yeah, yeah. We way up in the 500s now. In 14.
Probably 600.
Yeah, moving. It's what, a 306, 308?
It's not a stroker. It's a 306.
Yeah, it's not a stroker. You can do that same power right there with the stock bottom end car. Okay. there it is. So, look, guys, let me come out here. I'm not trying to bag on the Coyote stuff. We know this is a stock car. I get it. But here's the thing I want y'all to remember. This build like this, the Retro Fox, the Carbon Fox, all of our builds were the same way in the early 90s. People were building these cars with superchargers, with heads and things like that, nitrous. We were fast back then in the early 90s with the same setups that we're running like nowadays. You get what I'm trying to say here? There was nothing you could go to back in the day and get off the showroom floor that was gonna outrun a car like this or the Retro Fox or something. They didn't make anything. Not your Grand Nationals, not your Corvettes, none of that. I mean, maybe like a Porsche Rough or something would, I don't know. But I'm telling you guys, these cars were making 500 back in the day to the wheels. Just nobody had a dyno, okay? You didn't see a lot of turbo cars, I'm not gonna lie, but they were there for sure. You saw more supercharged builds and they're still nasty to this day. So shout out to the Coyote for hanging in there and doing its best. But old Toxic Fox got in its tonight. With that being said, we've got a lot of new stuff coming for this car right here. So its time will come, I promise you. This car will get out there and it's gonna put up a really good fight, I can promise you. So
make whatever
Motor's over here painting some stuff, so about time to drop the motor in. So we've got everything bolted down. He's waiting on some new bolts. The bolts that he got were a little too short, so we had to put these in for now. But this thing's pretty much ready to drop in. This badass CSU carburetor right here, y'all. Ooh, look at that, sookie. We're gonna have to ratchet strap the back end of it up because we don't have a transmission, but maybe, just maybe, he'll order that tomorrow. Nate, what you think about the old Toxic Fox?
It was pretty interesting.
That car moved one.
Yeah.
I told him. Mike, it was a pleasure. It's been a while since we've raced. Yeah. And as always, you skin my ass up. So.
Yeah. I mean, not the skin and ass part, dude.
But really good runs. Guys, don't give me a hard time about beating up on a stock Coyote with these cars. It is what it is. We're running what we have. We will at some point race the green car against his car, but right now with the stuttering that this green car makes with the Calypso, it's gonna get outrun by that car. What?
You can about outrun any Berger.
I ain't about, what you talking about?
You can about outrun any Berger. No.
Not near?
Nary one of them.
You think so? I think around power-wise, we're kind of close. I still think his car makes more power. But I would say this would probably be about a car length race, probably in his favor, with an NA 393 stroker. So that is what it is. That race will be coming up soon. That being said, I'm going to go ahead, wrap this video up, and as always, there we go. What about Mike over here? Thanks for watching. Why you do that, man? You just outrun me. The least you can do is be like, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
There we go.